This is our property law final project. Property law is the legal rules that apply to what a person or a business owns. This is the area of law that states what the legal rights are to properties. For example, who can own personal items or land, how they can use them, and with what conditions. No one is given unlimited rights to any of their properties. The three categories of property law are real property, personal property, and intellectual property. Property can be intangible or tangible. It can be owned by individuals, businesses, and governments. Real property is the land and everything attached to it. Examples of this would be houses, garages, commercial buildings, trees, barns, ponds, things like that. Personal property would be things that people own or possess, not attached to the land, but that are tangible and can be moved. Examples of these would be computers, cars, phones, bikes, boats, things like that. Intellectual property deals with tangible work or invention of human intellect that the law protects from unauthorized use by others. Examples of these would be trademarks, copyrights, patents, trade secrets, etc. The whole purpose behind the intellectual property is product of human intellect should be given the same protective rights as physical property, especially with how technologically advanced our world is today. When a business or individual has the rights to the intellectual property, they can apply for a patent, copyright, or trademark.
Trademarks are a legally registered symbol, work, or mark that is used for representing a company or product. These are good indefinitely and are extremely important to businesses and organizations. Copyright is the way to protect artists, composers, or authors' original work. Copyrights are good for life plus 70 years after they have passed. Patents are a document that grants exclusive rights to an invention for making, selling, and using. These are good for 20 years and are important for people who create new inventions or how to own rights to old inventions. Trade secrets are classified and confidential information within a company, and it is illegal to share these with competitors. This is how businesses keep certain things classified and secret. Property law is controlled by each state, and each state has their own system of ownership and transfers or property.
There are different ways to acquire personal, real, and intellectual property, such as purchasing. Any type of property can be bought and sold by contract. Gift. The owner can transfer ownership, but legally the owner of the gift must have intent and delivery, and the person receiving the gift must accept the offer. Just inheriting property is not good enough. There needs to be proper transfer of the titles into the person's name as well. To do this, there must be legal formalities to obtain ownership of the property. These differ depending on the nature of the property, the rights over it, and the number of legal errors. Some businesses can own property just by finding it. This is extremely rare. Here are some illegal ways of acquiring property, but it is never okay to try and acquire property illegally, which would be done through the following ways: blackmail, bribery, embezzlement, forgery, burglary, shoplifting, etc.